it's possible that some of the best musicians were actually Asians or Orientals, as they say. I mean, I don't really, like I said, I don't really like to call them Asian. I guess Asian, but Orientals. I mean, I don't really know what to call what are the Japanese and Chinese people. Good people, the best people I ever met or ever worked with. Um, Loyal, fearless, innocent, um, um, respectful, and some of the best people I ever met. So, anyway, um, nah, almost too good for this planet, really, if you ask me. Um, the Asian people, I mean, Germany, Germany embraced me too, but the Asian people, like, they worked really hard. They believed in civilization, I guess, just as much as the Germans, and they fought for it. Anyway, and it got really messy and bad at some point in time. Anyway, though, but some of the best musicians were probably Asians or Orientals. Like I said, they may have learned from Germans or Germany for their music sense or their music stuff. Like I said, my giant steam organs or steam musical pipes. You know, like the train whistles. Like I wanted the train whistles to be more than just. You know, I wanted them to actually have a tone or a tune. You know, and maybe even be able to play like music. I mean, why not? I mean, I had Steam, and a lot of people kind of laughed at it because it's like, I mean, I'm a Steam king or Steam Empire person with Steam ships and like the Titanic and stuff like that. But I also wanted to have a little test project with Steam organs, basically. You know, big steam pipes, like what they use. I mean, well, they're really old, and they're really expensive and hard to build, and usually not too many people could have them. But I had quite a few theaters and also music halls or basically buildings. I mean, they took up a lot of space too, and you needed a steam thing to actually get the pressure to actually make them work. Nowadays, they use compressed air and stuff like that, but back in the old days, they used to use steam. And anyway, and all that. So anyway, though, and they're very old, and that's one of the reasons why they used gold and silver pipes because metal pipes would rust. So you know that's why you don't find any galvanized organs or anything like that, or the old kind. They were all brass or some copper, but copper corrodes too. But a lot of them were gold and silver, or had gold and silver in them. That gave them their beautiful color. Um, anyway, yeah, to keep them from corroding and stuff like that, because steam pressure, water used to go through them, so they couldn't corrode or anything like that, or else they would rust. So that's why a lot of people actually like became town mayor to basically like recycle them because they're made of gold or silver. At least mine were. Mine were made of gold and silver, and but there were also brass ones as well. But the sound wasn't quite right. You know, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort going that goes into basically making those things sound just right. So anyway, a lot of money and or a lot of time and effort basically to make them give off that effect. So and they've been with humanity for quite a long time now. We also made the pull behind music boxes as well, where there was a wheel or a little wheel on the wheels that ran the thing. So as they went down the road, they'd play music behind the horse or whatever. That's what a lot of because in the old days, a lot of gypsies used to actually ride on a wagon playing their instruments, and then later on they just had the little box pulling behind the donkey or the horse, basically pulling the little instrument. Anyway, little organ grinders, as they say. They would run the thing, but but it wasn't, they played the little ding, 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 the little metal tab things, basically, just like the player pianos, pretty much, except it was in a little cart. Anyway, and there's a lot of other things like an actual odometer, ancient odometer that Chinese made and stuff for driving in posts and knowing how many feet basically the road was and all that other stuff. And, basically we were building civilization. I had Chinese workers, I had German workers, I had Irish workers, Ireland workers, like I said, Irish or iron. They call them, they're the land of iron, basically. It used to be one basic giant production facility of soot and coal and steel and stuff like that, because they produced. At first they were producing second class steel or whatever. But then very quickly later on, they were producing the first-class steel and all that other stuff that rivaled Germany. So, but Germany had the best metal and the best steel for a long time, and Ireland was mostly just basically mass production, pretty much where all the big stuff came from. Anyway, and that's why also Belfast was located in Ireland. So they also had a lot of coal there, I think, too. So. Anyway, but it wouldn't have mattered. I would have just shipped it. You would have just shipped it if it wasn't there. So, and I might have been shipping some stuff until we found natural resources in the area and stuff like that. So, anyway, whatever. And I tried to pay local people as much as I could, and even, because I wanted people to have spending money more than just. I wasn't trying to do empire me. I was trying to do empire everyone, or Yeah, I'm your creator, I'm your leader. So, anyway, and like I say, I basically said, okay, humans, this planet is basically yours, so, don't mess it up. And also warned, like I said, I give you your rights, your legal rights, and basically your general rights, pretty much. The only right you have to anything, to life or existence at all, is basically the rights that I've given you under my seniority and all that other stuff. Like I said, I am an old ancient creator of 100 trillion years ago, and basically, I had a lot of respect throughout the universe after creating so many stars and so many suns and so many life forms and so many everything. Basically, the only thing that humanity had was basically, my old respect, and basically the fact that you were one of my life forms. And that meant that, you were in the group of the higher class, higher technology groups, for a while anyway. So, until, of course, you killed me, or whatever. So, anyway, yeah. You were Lusifer Stars life forms, or one of Lucifer Stars life forms, male, female, and also... They're also among exoskeletons, 1.5 life forms, and a few others, I think. But I forget exactly what the details are. So that's, and the only thing you have basically going for you pretty much is the fact that you were one of my life forms. And I was well respected throughout the universe, basically. Anyway, and pretty much, and I wanted you to treat each other with respect as well as others. And like I try to explain it to a lot of different people, how you act out there reflects on me and all that other stuff. And also, I had a fair amount of, seniority with everybody else of the universe, where basically I had never attacked or never acted, I just build my own planets and create life forms to live on them. So, basically other people left me alone. I just basically, I only played around with my own creations and my own matter and my own planets and my own stars. I didn't venture out into other people's stars or really do that much out there. So, and that was something that that all the other presidents or whatever didn't really understand. They understood conquer and this and that, and like it doesn't really work in space. Or at least, there's so many other life forms out there that I don't even, I used to know about a lot of the other life forms in the universe, but not anymore. So it's probably better that way.